one. Slakinski, the older brother of Hampton Slakinski, who's still waiting for his first shot on goal in this exhibition contest. 6.5 minutes gone. Still scoreless between Western Michigan and York. Kramer steps in from the left point, trying to work his way around maybe. Pinned to the front of the boards, has a couple of players in front. One of them being Eero Hakkarainen, who is certainly another young, impressive European player. He gives it off for Washi. Washi with a shot, and he scores! Face-off controlled here by the Lions, kept in by Eagle, but Ian Samoza will carry it out for the Broncos. Reverses flow here for Scholand. Got some room, and he decides to flip it on in and tries to get a line change here, and the Broncos are careful. That may have been too many men, but the refs let this one go with Kreuzberg-Rosine coming back on in. On a cross, a chance, score! Kristen Lemire picks the top corner. It's 2-0 Western. Walter spinning at the half wall. Lost the handle on it for a second. McCartney knocked it away from him. Now behind the net, looking out in front. Sidlowski didn't see a good lane, so he'll bring it up to the wall. Oakley looking at him there. Nice little shifty player by Sidlowski, leaves it on for Ian Samoza. Back up top, Kramer. On across, Kreuzberg-Rosine fakes a shot. Now he tries to get it through, it gets blocked. Good job by Lamont to get in the way. Now the Lions trying to reverse, but a good defensive play by Kreuzberg-Rosine allows Walters to come in with a shot. And a good save made by Sarenko. Going left to right and a little bit of a save across the grain. At the blue line now, Robbie Drasner with a shot. That gets through, and Sarenko has to hold on to that. Puck playing on in. We mentioned that the York jerseys kind of have the resemblance of the Carolina Hurricanes, and there's probably a handful of Broncos that might be one day facing those Carolina Hurricanes. A lot of NHL draft prospects on this roster. Nearing being one of them. He goes in on the forecheck, takes a bump. Trying to get free, but it comes back behind the York goal. Valenti looking in front. Worked off the puck for a second. Now Washi, the captain, pulls it out of the pile. Gets it out, looking for Scholand coming off the point, but that shot's blocked. Michaels with a wiring blast. It finds the goalpost and falls underneath the paraphernalia of Alexander Chu.
Oh, Owen Michaels have some mercy on that goalpost. He leaned into that one and hammered one. Beat Chu clean, but just hit that iron square. And that puck just rocketed back into the pads of Chu, who I don't think knew exactly where it was until he was covering it.
As a former goaltender, I will tell you that's just good angles. Only gave him the goalpost. Touched on forward by Beatty, trying to give chase. Maybe cuts that one off for the Lions. Trying to turn it up here is Owen Gilhula. The fourth-year forward. He'll go out to the neutral zone while sitting behind his net. Up the boards, maybe gets it on ahead. Gilhula will dump it on in. Hampton Slakinski with one of his few touches here so far in this game. Slakinski, who is actually prone to join his brother Grant up in northern Michigan, but the two transferred down to Kalamazoo here after Grant Patolny left his post to join the American Hockey League. Here come the Lions out of their own zone. Brandon McCartney, the defenseman, trying to lead the rush. Pokes it on into the western zone where it's touched onto the far side by Zach Sharp. Gets it back, but is cut off behind the net. That is Chase Sandu trying to get it free. He's joined by Mason Svarich. A couple of the underclassmen on this York roster being pinned to the end boards with 4:53 to go here in this first period. Good hard battle. Kreuzberg-Rosine's pinned his man there. Finally squirts up top. McCartney with a shot. Deflected on. Save made by Slakinski, and a couple of good stops as Svarich had the rebound, but it was kicked out by the right pad of the freshman goaltender.
First couple of shots on goal for York and a couple of good ones. Slakinski had to be sharp.
That's certainly a tough spot for a goaltender. We've talked about that with Cameron Rowe in some games, especially last year early on, where you sit for so long, you didn't get a whole lot of action, but then you got to be sharp when you get the shots on. And that time Slakinski made a couple of good-looking saves. Flies in and at the blue line. On a cross. Here's Bump with some room. Trying to go backdoor on another good-looking feed for Constantini, but it went through the wickets. Constantini trying to spin away from Eagle. Puck knocked off his stick. Kept on in deep as Olivier Lamont knocked down Lemire over on the far side. Lemire, who has the second goal in this game for Western Michigan. Across for Bump, and a good shoulder save made by Sarenko as he had to come across and make another nice stop. Constantini ran off by Eagle. Eagle certainly a big boy. Standing at 6'6", the Edmonton native. Bump with a good shot and a good glove save made by Sorenko, and he holds on. 3:43 to go here in this first period. It's all Western Michigan here in this exhibition game. We'll be back with more on NCHC TV.